What's up with it?
Okay, that was the most dominant year ever.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah.
If 365 days ago you told me that Kendrick was going to be the Super Bowl 59 headliner, I would have done one of those field sobriety tests on you.
Baby rockin' it.
I mean, the man seemed completely comfortable being rap's dormant volcano, and the Super Bowl had never ever chosen a solo rap artist to headline the big game. But 5 diss tracks later, half a year anchored at #1, another 5 Grammys, a defamation lawsuit just for comedic effect. You do all that, and the biggest stage in the world is all yours.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
I'm sure a lot of people shared my 2 main questions coming into this performance. The first being whether Kendrick was going to make an overt political statement, given the fact that he is Kendrick Lamar, but also representing the NFL, who is infamously the NFL. Question 2, just as important, was he really going to call him a pedophile?
Certified lover boy, certified.
Turns out the answer to both was yeah, mostly. The single best way to sum up this performance is Kendrick did exactly what Kendrick wanted to do.
Ain't no changing me, ain't no shaming me. Flip a coin, you want the dangerous me or the famous me?
This did not have much spectacle at all. It was sparse, which is a tough sell for casual fans. The setlist was largely his newest album, which is also a tough sell for casual fans. But look, we're living in Kendrick's world now, okay? Even if you're not feeling this, I need you to admit that he's wearing the hell out of those cute-ass jeans.
Power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
But if I take off my Kendrick fan hat for a second and put on my guy who's watched every halftime show hat, from that standpoint, there was a lot left on the table. I mean, for Christ's sake, you're telling me the song he made with a marching band instrumental, essentially for this exact performance, did not have a live marching band on the field. Regardless of quality, regardless of anything, if you're doing the Super Bowl and make the decision to steer clear of extravagant set pieces and a lot of your hit songs, you're painting yourself into a pretty narrow corner. You kind of knew going in that SZA was going to be a high point. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam was maybe the best part of the show for a number of different reasons.
No! Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto.
There were a lot of spinning plates competing to be the focus here. Nods at the state of the country, nods at the pressures put on Black America and Black entertainers, nods to wanting to please the crowd, nods at Drake, literal nods at Drake.
Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You bet not ever go to sell Black One.
If anything, Drake still ended up being the focus. People were wondering if he was going to do 1 diss track. He did 2 of the Drake diss tracks.
They not like us. No. They not like us. No. They not like us. What?
Sure, there are people trashing this show because they're scared to engage with anything from outside their bubble, and those people should be made fun of. But this show is also polarizing for the simple fact that it's not a typical halftime production. Hand-waving any criticism as someone who just doesn't get it, I mean, it is a little lazy. On the scale from concert to spectacle, this really leans heavily towards being something you might see on his upcoming tour. It just feels like when we look back at this removed from the moment in a few years, people are going to remember this as the overkill finishing move of the rap beef, which is just kind of a lackluster impression for a Super Bowl halftime show.
Turn this TV off, turn this.
Gonna go ahead and place Kendrick Lamar at the top of the C tier. If you're confused by the dozens of other halftime shows on that list that were not performed by Kendrick Lamar, that's because this is a mini update to a video I made 2 years ago where I reviewed every halftime show since 1989. If you're interested in checking that out, there will be a link on screen right now and also down in the description. Other than that, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Take care.